Okay.
Here we go.
There we go. Let me know when voices are
Oh,
ready.
we're on.
Ah, okay. Hi. It
I'm sorry. I thought "there we go" was gonna be good enough.
wasn't. No.
I'm sorry. I tried.
You didn't try hard enough. Let's see.
Stop yelling at me. Okay. I'll shut up.
You're fine. You're fine. Okay.
Damn right I'm fine.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Kanuta, also known as DJ Cosmic Cookie, and you are listening in to our special edition of Spirit of 77 Cruise Ship of the Damned. With me tonight are several people. As I call out your name your character as well. I have Lady D,
Hello, Lady D. Pronouns she, her, hers. I'm playing Blake Erie, the glam rocker.
Onion Man Dan,
Howdy ho. I will be playing uh, Jeff Dagan, also known as Idaho 50, the forcibly not retired, but
Suspended?
the forcibly suspended police detective.
and finally Salix. Salix.
Hello. Sorry.
Hey.
Live, everybody.
Uh, I'm Salix, him, and I'm playing Leon Sampson, the former badge. Sorry.
You're good. All right. So, when last we left our story, things were going down very horribly on the SS Tangerine. The captain had been taken to the sick bay, whereupon he turned into a zombie and gutted the ship's doctor. Leon was there and was able to save the nurse that was attending as well, and they made their way to meet up with Blake and Idaho. Meanwhile, Blake and Idaho had found a pair of survivors and were protecting them from a small horde of zombies. As they realized, however, that they needed to get up and investigate why the ship was beginning to list from side to side and possibly radio for help. Meanwhile, they sent the survivors that they rescued down to the Mediterranean deck to try and secure lifeboats. You all made your way to the bridge, whereupon you found the door to the bridge busted in and blood and claw marks everywhere. Some of the machinery was destroyed, but there were no bodies or uh, any further signs of a struggle, just destroyed machinery. However, you did receive a radio signal from the Coast Guard, who had been called out and were watching over the SS Tangerine. they made they made it very clear that no one was allowed to leave the ship. It had been quarantined, and anybody attempting to leave the ship would be blown out of the water. At this point, Blake Erie became quite angry and demanded to speak to Richard Nixon. To which the Coast Guard very firmly refused. And due to the insistence and rudeness of Blake Erie, Blake, you have 2 points of heat. Remember that.
2 points of heat on me, baby.
For those who don't know, heat is a resource that I, as the DJ, can spend. This may take the form of the law trying to come down on the group, or it may result in penalties to your rolls if I deem it to be dramatic enough. But now we are left with the with the group in the bridge. The to add this note, the wheel is still functional, so it is possible to keep the ship from listing and eventually turning over onto its side. But now you are all up on the bridge. You know the situation. What are you doing?
Now, as I recall, we sent out the survivors into the lifeboats.
Indeed, you did send the 3 survivors that you had rescued down to the lifeboats. They were sent to the Mediterranean deck.
And my wife Margot is staying around helping other survivors with her shotgun.
Say that one more time, please.
And my wife Margot is also staying around helping other survivors that we might find with a shotgun.
Of course, of course.
As for what I'm doing, well, I'm going to check to see if I'm going to check to make sure that I'm currently with Leone, or am I with Blake right now?
You're with both of us on the bridge.
Yep. You are all currently on the bridge.
Currently covering the entrance with my revolver.
Very good, very good. Blake, what are you doing right now?
Frustrated that my attempt to speak to the manager failed.
Okay, Karen.
Yeah, I was saying I'm not caring enough. Kind of grumpy that failed. Would I notice the ship's wheel kind of swaying and swirling while it's listing, or?
Yeah, you would notice that.
Okay, I try to hold the wheel steady.
Okay. There's currently no threats around, so you're able to right the wheel and hold it steady. What's your might score?
-1.
It's tough. It's tough. This wheel really wants to just get away from you, but you're holding strong, holding tight like the awesome glam rock star you are.
I don't think this cruise ship knows which way to go.
Oh, for Christ's sakes. I'm gonna go take the wheel.
Okay. Idaho takes the wheel from you. What is your might score?
Nil.
Nothing? Okay. As I said, there's no threats, so nothing's gonna go horribly wrong if you roll badly, so you just succeed at it.
Oh, since the Coast Guard guy said he's gonna shoot everybody if they leave the ship, does our radio, not our radio, but like the intercom, loudspeaker, whatever, still work?
Yeah, it does. It doesn't seem as though that machinery was damaged.
Okay, I want to go over to the radio and I'm gonna try to speak to my fans and tell them, hey, don't leave. It's dangerous out there.
So you are trying to talk to the ship. Okay. Exactly what are you saying?
Literally that. Hey, everyone, don't leave. It's dangerous out there on the seas.
Okay. You go over. You can hear your beautiful voice drifting through the promenade and sun decks, and you assume that it's going down to the other decks as well.
Ooh, I don't like the acoustics on this ship. I don't really sound like that, do I?
I'm not answering that question, sugar.
Oh. Oh, so something that I thought of, I don't know if this is something that would pass through Blake's mind. That weird scientist that we were having dinner with at the captain's table.
Mm-hmm.
I
Go ahead.
I'm wondering if he has something to do with this.
You are talking about Dr. Redeker, the army doctor that was actually on loan to the ship. He might. You'll have to go and find him to find out.
This is ship control to Dr. Redeker. Can you hear me, Dr. Redeker?
Roll me a smooth.
Oh,
So that's 2d6 and add your smooth.
Seven.
Okay. It takes a good 20 minutes before like you're just about to give up hope that the good doctor heard anything, when the intercom light actually lights up and you hear, hello, this is Dr. Redeker.
Dr. Redeker, where are you?
I'm down on the Aegean deck. There's a lot of zombies around me right now. I gotta be a little quiet.
Okay. Listen, you don't know anything about this, do you?
About everything going on?
Yeah, about the zombies and everything.
It could be the engine. The engine is it's an X-Tech device. It might be malfunctioning.
Space age tech. Doctor, there are people on the Mediterranean, the Medusa. That one.
Mediterranean.
That deck, yes, that one. That might be in need of your help. If you can safely get out of there, make your way to the Mediterranean.
I can't do much fighting myself. I've been trying to get down to the engineering deck to check the engine, but the zombies are swarming everywhere. Seems like the lower down I get, the more zombies there are.
We'll deal with the zombies and the engine. You go help the people. See, get everybody to stay on the ship and keep them safe, because the Coast Guard, yeah, they want to kill everyone.
You're saying this to the entire ship at this point.
Oh.
Because yeah, basically he's able to call up to the bridge, but you have to talk over the loudspeaker.
Oh shit! You didn't say that. Oh.
Sorry.
I just gave away the position to the zombies that probably can't understand anything anyway.
Oh yeah, no. The zombies don't seem intelligent enough to, read a map.
Blake wouldn't know that.
Fair enough.
Leon just said, like, the Coast Guard wants to kill everyone on the ship.
Yeah. Redeker just, like, there's a pause. Says, I think they're aware now.
Oh.
I'll make my way up.
The ship.
I'll go up to the Mediterranean and stay with them, but we have to get down to the engineering deck. I have to look at that engine.
We'll meet you on the mid deck and go down.
Okay, just be quick.
Right.
We gotta find a way to get down there without the ship flopping over on itself.
Is there something around we can use to tie the wheel into place?
You could do that. There is also there's a few things. There is a a locking mechanism that will hold the wheel in place. You can use that. Uh, as well, to keep the ship from going forward, there is an anchor button, so you can just drop the anchor that way.
Do both of those.
Okay.
I
Yeah, you pull the lever at the wheel, and the wheel stops spinning. It's all of that force that was pushing down on Idaho there, starting to get a little tired in the arm. Just suddenly stops, and you let go of the wheel, and it doesn't move. You push the button. You don't hear anything, but you are on the other side of the ship from the anchor. Still seem to be moving forward.
I hold up one of these silk scarves that I keep on my person at all times, thinking it will help if I offer it.
Well, I'm currently the one steering the boat, so. But we need to. Otherwise, we're going to be going in circles and wasting fuel. So we need.
Well, you're not going in circles anymore. The wheel has stopped moving.
Okay.
Leon pulled a lever and locked the wheel into place.
Okay, so we can
But,
all go down.
But it does still seem to be traveling forward.
Might be too deep for the anchor. How deep is the water?
Very.
Oh, that's trouble.
You see that? You see out that window over there?
Yeah.
You see how there's no rocks or anything out there?
Oh yeah, there's no rocks out there, babe.
That means that's deep water.
Oh. Cool.
Very good. I give him a pat on the head.
Blake Erie just accepts it, like, pleased, because this is like the first affectionate thing he's ever gotten from Jeff, but even though Jeff's meaning it condescendingly, Blake doesn't see it that way.
Anyway, I ready my 38 and start heading towards the. Going by the map here, I'm guessing the cross-hatched areas are stairs.
Yes, those are stairwells.
Okay, so while we're at the bridge, there's a stairwell literally right behind us.
Mm-hmm.
We can take that right down to the Mediterranean deck, to where the engines are.
Absolutely. So you guys are all headed out?
Yeah, and I got my guitar and my glitter-covered 38.
Leon's gonna take one more look around the bridge to see if there's something that can turn the ship off or at least stall it to where it won't move.
You look around the bridge. About the only thing that comes to mind is the anchor. You'd have to, if you want to stop the engines, you got to get down to the engineering deck, and if you want to put the anchor down, then you've got to check out, see if there's any malfunction going on at the anchor.
Okay, then I guess we just head down to the Mediterranean deck.
Okay. Let's see. I want all of you to roll me. Let's see. Roll me a brains check. To keep you cool as you're headed down.
It's 2d6.
2d6 plus your brains score.
7.
Full, baby.
9.
All right. So
Sorry, 8. I got 8.
okay. So 2 partial successes and a failure.
Blake's thinking about
8 is
waffles.
a partial success.
8 It is 10 or higher to get a full success. Yep. But the good news, like, you succeed. That's the good news about a partial success. It's just not as awesome as you would hope it to be.
Blake's just thinking about getting like pancakes and dusting them with a little cocaine, and it's called a Canadian Thanksgiving.
All right. You guys are headed down towards the Mediterranean deck. Let's see. So Jeff got an 8. Blake, you got a 7, right?
No,
you
I got a 4.
I'm sorry.
I got a 4.
My bad. That's right.
That was the
7
earlier
the,
roll.
the smooth.
He...
Right. Okay. Leon and Jeff, you two are doing a good job keeping quiet and keeping your cool. You're reminded of some of the shootouts that you've been in with perps and how you had to quietly track them down through different buildings. And you've seen zombies a few times on your way down, but you both managed to keep quiet. Blake, you've got this wonderful little actually, is your guitar electric or is it a regular acoustic guitar?
It's an acoustic electric with X-Tech.
Then you've got this little speaker attached on your belt.
He's called an amplifier, love.
That, yes. You are just thinking about those pancakes and cocaine, and oh man, it just sounds so good, and it just kind of brings a tune to your mind. And
have you been a young Canadian with cocaine on your pancakes? Yeah.
You have the guitar, and you strum out a single note, and your amplifier goes off loudly, and the sound echoes through through this part of the Caribbean deck. A group of zombies that were roaming looking for prey perk up. Jeff and Leon, you see them easily. They have heard you. They can't see you just yet. You've all managed to duck down, but they are headed your way.
I just pinch the bridge of my nose and be like, oh god, this guy's gonna be the death of us. Freaking glittery fop.
Hey, I don't know that word. I think it's bad.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
You suddenly have the feeling that Blake Geary is clenching rather tightly.
Jeff is just grinding his teeth even and growling even more angrily.
Can we please just go? I mean, we're on the stairs. We don't have to go near them. Let's just keep going.
We also want to have an escape route, Leone.
Right.
We need to make sure that this...
Turn the amplifier off, please.
Okay, but I'll have to remember to turn it back on later when I have to put out a jamming solo.
You do that.
I will.
Leone, can you see or close the door to the stairwell here on this deck?
You can definitely do that, yeah. So you're let's see. You don't necessarily see any way to lock the door, but it is possible to at least close it, maybe put something in front of it.
I pull out a penny from my pocket and try to jam it into the door frame. And I want to use the butt of my gun as a hammer.
Okay, roll me a brains check to keep your cool, as there are a pair of zombies coming towards you.
6.
You're just hammering down on this penny at the bottom of the door frame. Blake or Idaho and Leon are both just like absolutely dumbfounded at this. And as you slam the butt of the gun down again, it goes off and wings you in the shoulder for 1 harm.
Oh! I shot myself.
Ha! That was stupid, but ha.
Hmm.
But the zombies are well aware of where you are now, and let's get into some action. Let me remember which of these songs was my fight song. I believe. No, I believe it was that one. Yes.
There we go.
All right. So the zombies are coming towards you. What are you 3 doing?
I get up off the floor and I turn on my amplifier, and I use Black Belt and Crazy to play an inspiring tune for everybody. And everyone on the team rolls with something extra and gains the area trait for the melee attacks.
All right. So, reminder for the group: rolling with someone extra means you roll 3d6 and drop the lowest of the numbers. All right. Leon and Idaho, what are you 2 doing in this round?
I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke one of those zombies.
All right, Leon.
I'm gonna shoot one of the zombies.
All right. Which ones are you 2 shooting? There's the one on the right and the one on the left.
I take the one on the left.
I'll take the one on the right then.
All right. Both of you roll me. I've forgotten what some of the stats are.
Hustle.
Yes, hustle. Thank you.
So roll 3d6.
Yes, roll 3d6. Add your hustle to it.
Drop the
And
lowest
drop-
3d6.
and drop the lowest d6. So
6.
you drop the one. The 6 is the result.
Yeah.
All right, Idaho. What's your roll? You drop
11.
ones. It's 11. Very nice. You got a roaring success. Idaho, you're aiming down this down your sights at this zombie. You know those moments in anime-esque, like the arcade games where you can sometimes pick up a gun, and the camera just turns around to show your front and zooms in on your eye as you're looking down the sights. That's what happens in that moment. And you take the shot, and it just slams into the zombie's head, just flips him over.
It's bullet time, baby.
Leon is not so lucky. You pull the trigger and just get a click. You pull it again and there's another click.
Oh, I think you misfired,
You're out of
love.
You're out of ammo.
Can I try to reload my gun?
Damn it, kid! Didn't I tell you to load those things? Load your gun before going out.
Get,
Well, excuse me for being. Well, there's zombies everywhere. Excuse me if I didn't have time.
and you didn't say anything about it, love. I was there the whole time.
This is just Leone was my partner on the force. This is just our banter.
Oh, okay.
All right. The uh, the zombie on the right, being unimpeded, continues forward and has reached Leon. And yes, Leon, it is possible for you to reload your weapon.
Right.
That's gonna take you a second, though. In the meantime, the zombie's gonna get a hit off on you. Yes, you take 1 point of harm as the zombie, as you're going to reach for the ammo desperately, as the zombie gets close, it grabs onto your gun arm and takes a bite, and you suffer 1 point of harm from that.
Oh no.
Idaho, you see your zombie get back up, but then it turns and runs.
I just
All
sort
right.
of, yeah, stay, yeah, and don't come back.
All right, there is currently a zombie on Leon. What is everybody doing?
I'm still playing my rousing melody, trying to keep everybody's spirits up, and I'm just like,
Which means I'm gonna shoot the one off of Leon.
Now I'm trying to remember which of these songs was Blake Urie's songs. Was it
I don't
was
remember.
it your call?
I don't remember what it was. We'll say it's that. Why not?
All right,
That's Leon's.
Oh,
that's Leon's.
I recognize it.
I think this one might be that's Dan's. I think.
Yeah, that one's.
I apologize, folks.
there we go.
That's Blake. That's Blake's. I remember that. All right. So, Idaho is taking a shot. Blake is playing the rousing song. Leon, what are you doing?
I'm trying to fight zombie off of me.
All right. Then, Idaho, that will be a hustle roll from you. Leon, that will be a might roll from you.
Something
Same-
extra.
Yeah, same 3d6.
9.
Okay.
7.
You mean 8.
8.
You're only dropping,
Sorry.
you're only dropping 1. 9 and an 8. Okay. Together, it takes both of you working in concert to get this zombie off of Leon. It's like it's keeping its hold on the arm as Leon just has to beat it off with the butt of her gun, and meanwhile Jeff is taking shots. But between the both of you, you're able to get the zombie off of Leon and get it retreating.
And that's why we worked together for so long on the force.
Right.
Should be
we should
careful.
probably go before it comes back with reinforcements.
Wasn't the doctor on this deck?
You are currently on the Caribbean. The doctor is on the Mediterranean with the other survivors.
Which deck is the meaty daughter in?
The one below you.
I was asking
We
that
need
in
to go
character
down
to
more
them.
so
Sorry.
that-
Go ahead. We.
I'm done. Yeah.
Oh no, Salix was saying something. I didn't hear.
Ah, sorry.
I said we need to go down.
All right.
That could mean many things for Blake Erie.
All right, love. It's a weird place, but all right.
That's not what I meant, and if you touch me, I'm putting a bullet through your head.
All right, I thought it was weird, but let's go to the Moody Doody Doo deck.
Oh, I love you all. All right. You all continue on your way to the Mediterranean. You have made a lot of noise, and stopping that song, you do hear way out in the distance. sounds of zombies.
Well, so long as we're getting them away from the survivor.
Fair. All right, so you have reached the Mediterranean. You are currently on the inside of the ship. You know that the lifeboats will be on the outside, and you don't know specifically where the survivors are, though.
Damn it, I came here for a relaxing vacation and came up with freaking zombies, and there was supposed to be cocaine, damn it.
I got cocaine?
Later.
Okay.
Well, we need to get outside and get to the lifeboats. Try to get everyone to stay on the ship.
Or at least stay out of the water. Water's dangerous. Men with guns out there trying to shoot people in the water. Maybe we can convince the zombies to get out in the water.
You can try that, sweetie.
Yeah, if you want to give it a go, go for it. I ain't gonna stop you, Sparkles.
That's the first time you've called me Sparkles and sounded like you meant it. Okay, I'll think about that.
As Blake looks deeply into Jeff's eyes, and Jeff looks deeply down the barrel of his gun.
Hey, it ain't like that. It's
I know.
like it's like daddy
It was
issues.
more
That's
of a-
what it is.
It was more of a friendship thing, like, it's the first time you've sounded like you cared.
Yeah, it's the first time I contemplated shooting myself with a gun.
Can't be the first time.
Wow.
I've seen your house.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've seen my wife chase you off my lawn more than once.
But Margot's a friend.
Margot is a huge fan. You said this in the very beginning. Margot is a very huge fan of Blake Erie.
Unfortunately.
I autographed the broom.
See, now I remember why I hang out with you two. Come on, let's go find the others.
Okay.
All right. Excuse me. Everybody make me a brains check. Because there are still zombies on this deck, so you need to find the survivors without alerting the horde.
It would be back to 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
I got night.
Nice.
Oh, look at us.
I got an 11.
All right. Everybody's being super quiet, super sneaky. You're all keeping your cool. There is at one point that Blake starts thinking about those pancakes again, but shakes his head. Says, "No, nope, gotta focus."
No time for pancakes.
Or cocaine.
It's always time for cocaine, love.
As you're searching the Mediterranean deck, you definitely find signs of one of the lifeboats. Somebody tried to unhook this lifeboat. They managed to get it part way there, but then stopped. You can't ascertain why or when, but you keep searching, and eventually you see 3 zombies pounding on a door to a cabin. Seems like they're trying to bust into this room for some reason.
I pop them in their heads.
I also want to take a shot.
Leon's gonna try and shoot one too.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Oh,
You're not rolling 3d6.
no?
No, just 2d6.
Yeah, because I'm not playing my song. I'm actually shooting.
Yeah. So roll again. Oh,
Oof.
you were. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
4.
A bit of my glitter caught your eye, didn't it? I'm sorry.
Jeff, you do an amazing job. You pull out your revolver and start taking shots down range, and the zombies all turn and start lurching towards you, and you just see their bodies jerking as the bullets slam home into their bodies, and you're actually able to drive one of the zombies off. Blake and Leon are not so lucky.
Rook City PD, assholes.
Yeah, if anybody has ever seen the intro cutscene to Resident Evil 3, that moment when the SWAT are firing at the zombies and the zombies are just like reacting to the bullets, that's what's happening with when Jeff is shooting them. Just bam, 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 just back and forth.
Ooh.
Blake and Leon. Leon, your gun. Oh, you failed so bad. Your gun. You go to pull the trigger, and there's a pop from the gun. You feel the explosion of the gunpowder, but all you see coming out of the barrel is a thin trail of smoke. You're pretty sure the gun is jammed.
Oh, there's the thin white smoke there. No.
And you don't think you're gonna get that unjammed in time to finish this scene.
Half expecting a little flag that says "bang" just to pop out. Pop out of it.
Blake,
Yeah.
you go to fire down range, and you're fairly certain that some of your bullets are hitting, when in reality it's just Jeff's bullets hitting.
Oh, I thought it was a better shot than that. Oh.
Oh no, you're convinced it's some of your shots.
Yeah, look at me. Action hero. Pff. Like your John Wayne and your Dirty Harrys. Is that out yet? I don't know.
And as you're celebrating,
No.
one of the zombies comes up to you, and is going to attempt to hit you.
Come up to who?
Come up to you, Blake.
Oh, okay.
I think Dirty Harry's the '80s.
You might be right.
Future,
I
baby.
don't know. The zombie goes to take a bite, and you just deftly sidestep, and the zombie pushes too far and just falls face forward onto the ground.
Oh, Dirty Harry's 1971.
Ha! Nice.
Aha, see?
Meanwhile, the other zombie that had not been driven off, it reaches you, Jeff, and is going to attempt to take a bite. Alright, so, you can attempt, with this one, it was a partial success, so you can attempt to avoid the blow basically you can either use might to absorb the blow and reduce the damage, or you can use hustle to try to avoid the blow entirely.
I'm gonna use hustle to just dodge.
Okay.
Faster than your average cripple.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to cut the damage in half, and you only take 1 point of harm.
Bringing me up to 2 harm total.
Remember that you were healed before.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just 1.
Yeah, you're at 1 harm. All right. There are 2 zombies in melee with Jeff and Blake. Well, 1 zombie in melee with Jeff, 1 zombie at Blake's feet, attempting to stand up. What is everybody doing?
I want to bash its skull in with my high heels.
Okay, I like that. All right, so that will be a might roll from you. Before you do it, Jeff and Leon, what are you two doing?
I'm going to take my gun and place the barrel under the zombie's chin and pull the trigger.
make a might roll first. And Leon, what are you doing?
Leon would probably be trying to smash one of the zombies' heads in with the butt of her gun.
Okay. Which one?
The one that is attacking Jeff.
Okay. So it'll be a might roll from you. Blake, go ahead and roll your might roll.
Oh.
Ooh. And Jeff, you are not quite able to get your gun under the chin. You can still try to take the shot, but you will not have something extra.
Okay.
Basically, if you had succeeded at that, I would have given you something extra on your shot.
Considering I haven't been using something extra in general. Are we back to 3d6?
No, 2d6.
Ooh.
It's 7.
That's a 10. Nice. And
Oh, we're not dropping
Leo-
on that.
Yeah, we're not. No, that's only something extra. Which basically, if you have something extra or you have something less, you actually are rolling 3d6, but you're dropping different numbers essentially.
Mm.
Yeah, if you're rolling with something less, you roll 3d6 and drop the highest. If you're rolling with something extra, you roll 3d6 and drop the lowest. I believe.
Or, you know,
Yeah,
I will. Yeah, I believe that's exactly how it works.
that's how it goes, yeah.
Okay. So Leon, go ahead and roll your might roll.
Ooh.
Oh, snake eyes. Okay, Blake first. Blake, you go to stomp down with your heels, and the zombie just kind of moves its head as it tries to stand up. It moves its head at the last moment. Your heel slams into the ground and gets stuck, and the zombie takes a bite out of you
Oh.
for one harm.
Oh.
Leon, make another might roll.
Okay.
Wow. This is
Yeah.
not. This is
wow,
not
feast
good.
or famine.
This is
I-
not good. You go to. You're trying to help your partner in the struggle, and you go to swing your gun down. The hilt of the gun coming down, or the grip of the gun coming down, and you strike Jeff on the back in his injury.
Fuck.
Jeff, you are currently rolling with something less for the rest of this scene, as your partner accidentally nails you right on the gunshot wound.
For some reason, I've noticed whenever I do combat in anything, I just absolutely suck at it.
It happens, man. You've got the Will Wheaton curse.
I don't know what that is.
Will Wheaton cannot,
He's
for the life
horrible.
of him,
He's horrible at dice games.
for the life of him, he cannot roll high. He sucks at rolling dice,
His
no matter
luck
what
is-
it is.
I've seen him play games. His luck is abysmal. It is hilariously abysmal.
He has rollen ones multiple times in single sessions. It is terrible.
Right. Well, it's honestly fine any other time. It's just during combat.
Yeah. All right. Top of the round. Let's see. Zombies are attempting to take a bite. Blake, one's got your leg in a death grip and is gonna try to take another bite.
Oh, what? I don't get a response after the first one does, or
It got that bite as part of your very bad failure.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the actual attack.
Okay.
This is actually not going to succeed. You're just wildly just waving your leg about trying to get the heel out of the floor, and the zombie is unable to find purchase with its teeth. The other zombie is going to attempt to bite Jeff. Alright, that is a partial success. Jeff, do you want to attempt hustle or might to try to
Hustle.
absorb it? You are rolling with something less, so roll 3d6 and drop the highest.
I dropping the 6, which puts me at 9 plus
Okay.
9.
9
Yeah,
total.
yeah, it's 9.
Yeah, 9 total, which is still a good partial success. All right, you are with that you are able to avoid the damage. The zombie goes to try to bite you and ends up like trying to bite down on the barrel of your gun, not doing any damage to the gun, but not doing any damage to you.
So much I pull the trigger.
All right, so you'll roll hustle for that, and you would have rolled with something extra, but because of the injury, it's just going to be a normal roll. Leon and Blake, what are you two doing?
That's a 6. Or,
Okay.
Noticing that Leon,
wait, no, this is a normal roll, so
So that's an 8.
it's an 8.
yeah. So, noticing that Leon is just as inept in combat as I am, I was debating on giving her my gun, but I'm going to try to shoot at the one that's still at my feet. Hello?
Hi, sorry.
Okay.
All right. So you're trying to do what with the one at your feet?
I want to kill it. I want to shoot it.
Okay, then that will be a hustle roll from you. Leon, what are you doing?
I honestly have no idea.
Oh, did I blow that zombie's brains out or what?
You will know once we figure out what everybody is doing. Do you want to just like hold your turn as you're like say you're kind of in shock from what just happened?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll hold your turn. All right, Jeff. Yeah, the gun goes off in the zombie's mouth, and you can tell that it definitely did some damage as part of the back of its skull comes dislodged and splatters all over the deck.
Always figured this place could use a paint job.
The zombie lets go and begins running away. Blake, you go to take a shot at the zombie, but unfortunately, you're between the pain in your leg and the zombie squirming around a lot, it's really hard to get that shot, and it just doesn't land. And Leon is just kind of in shock from the horrible circumstances that just happened. And the zombie is going to try and bite Blake again. No. No, it did so poorly. It like tries to lunge for your leg again, tries to grab on, and just kind of you manage to just up and kick it with your foot, stunning it. The next attacks against it will have something extra. All right, one zombie left. What is everybody doing?
I wanna try to stomp its head in again.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah. I'm handing extra bullets over to Leone so she can reload her weapon.
Wouldn't work. The gun's jammed.
Yeah, gun is jammed.
And we can't unjam it right now, can we?
Not right now.
Hmm. Well, I don't have anything else to give her. Wait, didn't Margot give me? Didn't Margot give me her shotgun?
No, Margot still has her shotgun.
Right.
You specifically said Margot has her shotgun and is helping other survivors somewhere on the ship.
Fair enough.
So I got an
Okay.
8.
The one zombie that's left, I'm gonna pop a shot off at it.
Okay, so that'll be a regular hustle roll. Leon, what are you doing?
Leon would be looking around for something to use as a weapon.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely find an improvised weapon. You can find a pipe off of the wall and rip it off and try to beat the zombie with it.
I'll do that then.
So before that happens, I would like you to roll me a brains check, please.
Okay, 1 second. That is... That's 10.
10, very good. Okay, so an improvised weapon is normally not very damaging. It is one-handed, which is the good news, so you can dual wield them if you want. It causes 1 harm,
Holly sticks.
which is very low damage, and they are clumsy. So you actually roll with something less to use them. However, rolling a 10 with your brains check means you can pick 3 of the following 4 options. It is heavier than normal, plus 1 damage. It is sharper as well, plus another damage. It is not clumsy, or it has an area attack.
Okay. I would like to get 2. That way I can dual wield them.
That would require another brains roll. Basically, you would do it for each improvised weapon.
Okay.
So pick between the 4 options first. You get 3 choices.
Not clumsy.
Okay.
Plus sharp and heavier.
Okay. So super. You just have this heavy pipe that when it came away, it kind of sheared a bit, and it's just this wicked point on part of this pipe. And you kind of give it a test swing, and it's really easy and simple to use. You know how to use this thing. You are good to go.
Okay.
Well, she is a cop. It's basically like a cop's blackjack.
Kind of. Just heavier and sharper. All right, so finding that improvised weapon will be your action for this turn.
Okay.
So Blake, you got, what was it for your roll? It was an 8.
It was yes, 8.
Okay, 8, and Jeff got a 9. Okay, between the two of you, you are able to stomp and shoot this zombie into submission, and it begins just slowly crawling its way away from the group.
Think we should kill it.
You think, huh?
Well, the other ones ran. That's weird, isn't it?
I think that would be Leon's chance to just stab it through the head.
Shit, that's actually a decent observation from you, Koki monster.
Oh, I love that. I love Sesame Street.
Good old Koki monster.
Sorry, that's a reference to Gladius character.
Wasn't it Elmo who got all the coke?
Yes, that was the meme. Was Elmo just like looking at the fruit, looking at the pile of cocaine, and then just dumping their face into the cocaine?
I didn't even know that was from a thing. I just named when I was coming up with names for my hero, or for whatever hero that was in Commissar Cornelius Koki Monster was what came to mind.
All right, so you guys have fought off the zombies. Congratulations, you've taken some damage doing so. However, the door to the room that they were beating on slowly opens up, and you see one of the survivors that you rescued kind of poke their head out, and their eyes light up. They say, it's you! Come in, quick, quick!"
Oh,
All right, easy now, citizen.
And they let you all in. You do see that Dr. Redeker is there. Margot is also there, safe and sound.
Hey, ugly.
She's kind of sitting in a chair, propping the shotgun up on one leg. She sees you, cocks the shotgun, says, "Good to see you, Jeff."
Good to see you too, ugly.
hey, doctor.
Yes?
A couple of us got bit. Are we gonna be okay?
No, you should be fine. It doesn't seem to be a bite that causes the zombie. It seems to be radiation.
Oh, radioactive zombies. Ooh.
And having gotten into this safe room, that is the end of that scene, so you all fully heal.
No, that's the gross sound.
And Leonie gets her gun.
Yes, Leon, you can take this time to unjam your gun.
Most definitely then.
And you
Does she
still
get to
have...
keep?
Yes, you will still have the improvised weapon. That does not go away.
Cool.
Basically, you're not certain that it will survive beating the enemy a whole lot, but it does not go away between scenes.
Right.
All right, so you have you guys are in a fairly small room, and there's a lot of people in here. You actually see about 6 other people that that you guys had not seen before, not including Margot and Dr. Redeker. So there's the 3 that you originally rescued, Margot, Dr. Redeker, and then six more on top of that. So there's 11 other people in this room. And this is, keep in mind that the size of this is like 1 bed and a desk.
Ooh, it's a little cramped in
And
here,
then-
isn't it, love?
Yeah, it's kind of cramped.
Haven't been this cramped since I was on the back of a You know, that's a story for another time, love.
You do notice a few things, though, or a few people, rather. You notice First Officer Beecham is here. Seems to be losing his mind currently, just sobbing uncontrollably, and kind of rocking back and forth.
Wait, refresh my memory. Is Officer Beecham the guy I kept calling Major Dom?
Possible.
I think it was because his name was like
yeah.
Dom Beecham or something.
Yeah, I think it was.
Major Dom! Major Dom! Major Dom! Major Dom, just take it easy. Take a protein pill. Put your little hat on.
And let's see.
I want to see if I can calm him down and like make him useful somehow.
Yeah, you can try to roll soul on that.
Easy, doctor. I'm not doctor. Major.
There's also a person by the name of Yeoman Scott, Scott Ives, nickname of Scooter. You guys knew him a little bit. You saw him around the ship. He's friendly, if accident prone. And
I know the type.
He also seems to have snapped under the pressure and is just kind of sitting there, just not moving, not talking to anybody, just staring.
I'll try singing one of my hit songs.
You get Beecham to stop crying, but he is still just kind of just curled up in himself. There's zombies everywhere, and I didn't notice what happened.
Yeah. There's zombies everywhere. Man up, and then I slap him in the face.
And he's just muttering incoherently and just still rocking back and forth.
Well, he's a whole fat load of useless, isn't he?
I-
Shame, I liked him.
I use this time to go up to Beecham and punch him in the gut.
Okay, you go up, punch him in the gut.
I think we've established that hitting him don't work.
Yeah, the others in the room are like,
No, I'm not
What are you doing?
I'm not. Did Beecham say that or?
No, the others in the room. They're all like, "Stop it! You're all beating this man."
I give my mightiest police my mightiest police glare to these people. Just like to these people who are telling me to stop.
Okay.
I'm just straight up treating this like an interrogation right now. I'm gonna grab Beecham by the scruff of his neck or by the collar of his shirt, pull him up, and I say, "Back straight, soldier."
Give me just a moment. I gotta double check exactly which attribute you're using for this one.
I would say brains more or smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth. It is smooth to intimidate or threaten someone.
Yeah.
Specifically,
in which case,
intimidate or threaten someone when you can't or don't intend to follow through.
In which case, can I use my "It's only logical" move?
Describe it.
When you make a rational and logical argument in favor of decision, you may roll brains instead of smooth to get what you want.
You did not make a rational or logical argument. You punched a man in the gut, lifted it up, and went, "Stand straight, soldier!"
Seems logical to me.
No, you didn't make an argument. So, no, you do not get to roll brains. You can roll smooth, though.
Is this with something extra or no?
No.
Alright, I'll take the 11.
He just kind of focuses on you. And he nods. He sees you. He's not quite stopped muttering, but he seems to be with you now.
Back straight, eyes front.
He just snaps to attention.
Ooh, that's a good trick.
There's a good man. Now, tell us what's happened.
You know what's happened. There's zombies.
Uh-huh.
That's all I know.
Well, this glittery fellow has questions for you, so would you care to answer?
He turns to Blake questioningly.
Yeah, what are you doing after we're done with this? no, wait, that's later. That's later. Can you're the one who's technically in charge of the ship now, yeah? You should probably go up top and make sure that we're not gonna run into any sea turtles or something, or whatever the obstacles are, right?
I'm just the first officer. I've never piloted a ship.
How'd you get to be a first officer if you never piloted it?
Considering the first officer is the second in command on the ship.
It's just
Yeah.
a cruise ship. We weren't expecting zombies or.
It's just a cruise ship. It's just a cruise ship.
Oh.
Oh,
All right,
you can't be serious.
all right, everybody. All right. Clearly, he just got by because he's a pretty face, but you know, I can respect that. What we're going to need to do then, just you know how a steering wheel works, right, love?
Yes.
Right now, we got it blocked off with a lever of some variety. If you go up top, just make sure we don't steer into anything. Just, you know, make it move and keep the wheel steady so it doesn't list and like toss and turn and flop over again, eh?
I guess I could do that.
Alright, keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your space face close to mine. And I look into his eyes and I'm like, you've got this.
Roll me soul.
All
I
right.
tried to say smooth. I tried to say smooth at first, then soul, and it just came out as small.
Small.
Roll me small.
And be small. That's a night, babe.
He's not entirely certain, but there's just something in your eyes that just kind of it calms him a little bit, and he says, "All right, I'll try."
It's all any of us can do, eh?
And he says, "Okay, I'm gonna go do that," and he's gonna start to leave the room.
Yo, man.
Are you talking to a Scooter now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's just sitting there. He doesn't react at all.
I want to use my mind reader move on him.
Okay.
Okay, so the powers of Glam give you an insight into people you talk to. You may roll plus soul instead of plus brains when giving someone the third degree.
Okay. And keep in mind, giving someone the third degree is actual intimidation, I believe.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm gonna double check that.
No,
Third.
that's true.
You're giving someone the third degree. No, that's not. Sorry, that's not threatening them. It's just getting in their face and yelling at them and all of that. It's being aggressive.
Oi, you there? What are you doing being useless sitting here?
He does not react.
Can I roll my...
I will tell you with your mind reader ability, you get, with your insight, you get the feeling he is just in a complete state of shock.
Oh, I wanted to rouse this guy like Jeff roused the other guy, but well.
He is catatonic. He is not here right now.
All right. Well, that's all I'm gonna. I won't talk to the doctor, but I'll give the stage to the others for a moment.
All right, Jeff, Leon, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna let Leone decide first. Salix.
What you doing, Salix?
Thinking. I literally have no idea what to do in this situation. At all.
I'm sure you don't, but as a cop, Leone probably.
I have no idea what to do in that situation either. It's like I literally don't.
Well, let's say for argument's sake, fielding an evacuation. Or cordoning off an area on account of harmful materials or whatnot. Treat it something like that. Whatchamacallit.
Quarantine.
Kind of like a quarantine thing there, except the quarantine in this case being everything on the ship that's not us.
I have an idea.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
If all this stuff's being caused by the engine, shouldn't we get everybody far away from the engine as possible?
Yeah, that was the initial plan that we had over the loudspeaker.
Get 'em. Why don't we tell him to go up and assist Major Dom and like keep his spirits up, and they can hold out in that room. It's already been cleared, right?
Yeah. Let's just send him up then.
Well, I want to talk to the doctor first. We need his help.
The doctor is kind of nervously and impatiently. He can't pace in the room, so he's just kind of shifting in his spot against the wall, crossing his arms, tapping his foot, uncrossing his arms, one hand on the hip, crossing his arms again.
Oi, Doc.
Yes?
Then good
Are
job.
we going to the engine?
Yeah, good job getting up here from the Modernidin deck, or wherever he was.
Mediterranean!
Thank you. The Phenomena deck. Anyway. Anyway, good job. We're gonna go to the engine room and stop the source, I think, unless somebody wants to say this is not a good idea. That happens sometimes. Yeah, you coming with?
Of course I'm coming to the engine. That's why I came here, to get some assistance with that.
You all right?
I'm wary. We're quite possibly the engine could be spewing out radiation. We could all be turned into zombies down there.
Oh.
But we've got to figure out what's going on. It seems like the most obvious thing seems as though it's the engine.
Well, you're a doctor, right? Or you're a scientist?
More of a science doctor than a medical doctor.
Oh, then how do we protect ourselves from the radioactiveness?
I suppose they might have had a hazmat suit or two around, just in case. Hopefully those aren't too damaged. I don't know if there would be enough for all of us, though.
Oh. Well, just enough to...
I mean, some people are going to have to cover you guys while... Some people are going to have to cover you while you deal with whatever's going on in the engine.
That, yes, if at the very least, if there's even one, then I could go into the engine compartment while you distract any zombies that might be down there, and I can be checking out the engine while you all are keeping the zombies away from me.
Do you think my outfit does anything against radiation? I've got all these sequins on it.
No.
Oh. I was hoping for some space-age superpowers or something.
A glitter airship over here is good at distracting things.
That's one thing I'm very good at. I'm a good distraction baby.
It is at that moment that you hear a pounding on the door. And you hear, "This is Federal Agent Crawford. Open the door. I can hear you inside."
Didn't we eat with this guy?
No, you did not.
Okay,
I open the door a crack, poke my head out with my gun drawn, and say, "Uh-huh." And
You see you see a man dressed in plain civilian clothes, um, and he has a 9mm automatic pistol in his hand, pointed at you, and he says, "Open this door."
Is that how cops do handshakes? Point guns at each other.
I'm gonna let
And
Leon answer that one.
and he does, however, pull out a badge. You know, kind of the if you ever watched X-Files, it's that kind of FBI badge. Just kind of flips it open, shows it to you. Looks
Correct.
looks like a
He,
legit federal agent badge.
Yeah, Jeff just rolls his eyes and swears under his breath, "Goddamn fetties!" Opens the.
All right. He
I show him. I in turn show him my shield, RCPD.
all right, Rock City Police. All right, that's good.
It's like watching two dogs meeting in the park, sniffing each other's parts.
He steps inside. He doesn't put the gun away, but he does lower it. He says, "All right, what's your name then?" He says this to Jeff.
Jeff Dagan, RCPD. These are all, or this is
Say again.
since since Glitter Boy is the closest one to him. He says, Blake Erie. Sure, you've heard his music.
Never heard of you.
Oh.
He just looks away.
And then he points over to Leona Sampson. Leona Sampson, partner.
Howdy, sugar.
He nods to Leon.
And then he also points out the yeoman and the first officer of the ship.
First
And
officer.
then he also, he informs the agent that none of the people here are infected. The infection travels via radiation, not through biting or anything like that.
Crawford listens to all of this and nods. Says, "All right then. So none of you are infected. That's good. That's good. As I said before, my name is Federal Agent Crawford. I was assigned to keep watch on the engine.
Yeah, well, the engine done fucked up, didn't it?
Seems like it might, but my mission is to protect the engine no matter what. So, however, since none of you are infected, I definitely don't want to see you all get killed.
Coast Guard seems a bit trigger happy.
Well, they're the Coast Guard. What can you expect? They've been given orders, they gotta follow through. We need to fix that engine before they get the order to sink this ship. And he looks to Dr. Redeker and says, I know you. You were assigned by the Army to keep watch on the engine as well. Definitely, you and I are going down there to see what's what. And he looks at Jeff, Blake, Leon, and Margot, noting that all of you have guns of some sort. He says, "Right, and you four are coming with me as well."
Ooh, are we being deputized?
No.
Oh.
Margot's staying. The missus is staying here to protect these people.
They all left. Remember, we sent them up tops, or did we just say that, not do it? I don't remember.
They've already all gone to the bridge. But in that case, Margot would have already gone with them. Okay, so it's just you three then.
Yeah, need somebody to protect the people.
Yeah, my bad.
She's a smart woman. She can take care of herself.
They took the catatonic guy with them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He is moving. He's just not responding.
Lights are on, no one's home. I've been accused the same.
Not even moving. They had to drag him the entire way.
Crawford does stop for a second. He says, "You said there was a first officer Beecham, right?
Yeah, Major Dom.
You said he was going to the bridge?
Yeah, he's gonna keep the wheel from going woo 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 and make sure we don't steer into anything.
Why was he going downstairs then?"
And what
Arch an
exactly you
eyebrow.
mean going downstairs?
Say that, Dan, you first.
Said I arch an eyebrow.
Okay, and Salix, what did you say?
Leon asked what he meant by going downstairs.
I mean that literally. He was going down the stairwell when I saw. I saw somebody looked like a crew member going down the stairs.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Honestly, he looked lost more than anything else.
I pull out a cigarette, light it, take a drag on it, say, well, now we gotta deal with First Officer Pussyfoot.
Hey, he's Major Dom. He's doing his best, all right?
I just shake my head. I do offer a cigarette to the agent, though.
Oh, the agent will take it. Yeah.
All this time, he never offered me one.
Never asked, and I don't want to.
Oh. I think it's
All right.
becoming more and more clear to Blake that Jeff's not his friend.
Oh. All right.
Only took him 2 years to notice, huh?
Anyway,
All right. Well, we'll take a bit of a minute here, and then we'll head down to the engine, make sure that you four are ready to go, and then we'll head that way. Which, out of character, means we are going to take our break. We're going to pause here for 15 minutes. I will run an ad, and we will be the ad will not go for the whole 15 minutes. But we will be back at 7:45. So hope you all are enjoying, and we will see you in a bit. And the ad should be running. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh boy, we're this group's only hope, aren't we? Okay. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Just want to talk to chat for a moment. How's everybody enjoying the show? Oh, I guess it's just us in the chat.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Oh, that made me sad.
That hurts my heart.
Greetings.
Can you get any of your people into it?
I mean, Miyoko already put in the thing, so I mean, I can try, but
You've got your own followers, so raid. Then again, you're the one.
well, I'm technically not hosting this. Which I should be. I think I have Miyoko on my auto host, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. We don't have enough people in this chat game too.
Hmm.
Considering the people in the chat is us.
Oh, son of a bitch! I'm not hosting. God damn it. So yeah, Blake Erie is stupid.
Yep.
He's a stupid boy.
Well, they don't pay him to be. They pay him to look good and sound like the David Bowie.
No, you've got the wrong love. David Bowie sounds like me. Stole all my songs.
Yeah, you just keep telling yourself.
Look, there's undeniable similarities between.
Changes.
Yeah, like that song. He stole that song verbatim and also copied every word. Oh. Do. Almost back from break.
Hi, I am back.
Welcome back.
Right at time. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we have returned, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Brief catch up. All right.
No mustard on the ketchup.
All right. No mustard. What about mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise is like an ingredient, not a sauce. I don't care who says otherwise.
All right. Lots of mayonnaise it is. All right. Here's your burger. Now sit down and listen to the show.
Oh, great.
So, coming back from our break, when we left off, our brave heroes had just worked their way down from the bridge, managed to fight off several zombies, and managed to find the survivors that they had rescued earlier. They spoke a bit with some of them, tried to get First Officer Beecham, or Major Dom, as he's known to good old Blake Erie, try to get him back on his feet and get him moving up to the bridge to try to pilot the ship. Seems he might have lost his way on the ship, though. They also tried to speak with Yeoman Scooter, a affable but friendly sort, who apparently has dreams of joining Congress one day, but who is currently catatonic from the shock. They tried to talk to him a bit, but on getting no response, decided it wasn't worth it. They then sent the rest of the survivors up to the bridge to join First Officer Beecham, and it was shortly after that a federal agent by the name of Crawford made himself known to the group. He has forcibly decided that he is going to join them, though he seems to be under the impression that he is in charge of this operation, and is conducting you all down to the engine. And we will pick up with you all in the stairwell, headed down towards the engineering compartment.
Okay.
Also, hello, Dank Skillabro. Welcome to the stream. So, what are you all doing as you're going down to the stairwell?
I'm just keeping an eye out, babe.
Does anybody have anything special that they would like to do as you're heading down to the engineering deck?
Are we still on the Matty Turati deck?
Yeah. You are still on the Matadavada deck.
Mediterranean, Jesus.
Mediterranean, Jesus, I love that guy.
He was just drinking some eggnog, thank you.
Anyway, no, I'm just gonna smoke on the way down.
Okay.
Calms my nerves and lowers my chances of decking Blake for no reason.
Fair enough.
To be honest, would it be for no reason if you just want to deck me? I feel like I've given you plenty of reason.
Don't push it, kid.
All right. You two break it up. Keep your wits about you. No fighting here. Save your fight for the zombies. So you all head down the stairs, and Dr. Redeker seems to know where he's going. He's walking side by side with Agent Crawford, and they're quickly making their way through, trying to avoid the zombies that are. Yes?
Does Dr. Redeker have a gun?
No, he does not. He's kind of leading the way through these, kind of sneaking through all of these zombies that are just swarming the Aegean and Baltic decks. As you get further and further down, the groups of zombies go from 2s and 3s to 4s, 6s, 8s, 10s, larger and larger and larger as you make your way down below. Until eventually you get to engineering, and you can see that there are several different passages here, but there are clear lines showing where what leads to what. One line goes to the engine room. One goes to the decontamination room, and one goes to maintenance and storage. Dr. Redeker says, "We need to go to the decontamination room. That's where the hazmat suits will be." And he leads you all there. Along the way is the engine room, and there are portholes in the door. And as you pass by, you look inside, and you can see zombies are just crowding this engine room. This huge space with machinery everywhere. And in the back, along the far wall, is this humongous edifice, this massive metal monster of an engine with what looks like a hazard sign, except that on the front of it, instead of being like a skull and crossbones or the typical contamination sign, instead it looks like a mushroom cloud from a nuke going off.
Ooh. I hate mushrooms.
And as you look at the zombies that are shuffling about, you can see that there are other survivors that are being dragged by these zombies. Some have been knocked out. Some appear to be unconscious or dead. Some are still alive, kicking and screaming, but they're all taken to this engine. And you see them all slowly beginning to sicken and get worse as their skin turns green.
Ooh.
One by one, each of these survivors slowly turns into zombies themselves. Finally, you look about the room, getting a count, and there are at least 50 zombies in this room that you can see.
We got enough bullets for them.
Here, Doc, take
But,
my gun. I think you're gonna need me some other capacity here.
There's no such thing as reloading or ammo capacity in Spirit of 77. After
This is true. There is not. You
That's
can run out of ammunition if I deem it to be dramatic enough. But the doctor looks at Blake and says, "No. I won't need a gun in there. You all will distract them, and I'll go in another door." I need to stay as quiet as possible.
So, I'm assuming with that mushroom cloud that if you fail to reset this thing, we can't blow it up or we all die.
Agent Crawford just kind of looks looks sideways at you and reaches into his clothes and pulls out a block. It looks kind of like a brick, except that there's what looks like a detonator on it. And that's when you realize he's holding a block of C4. He says, "Oh no, we can blow it up if we have to."
What I meant is if that thing blows, this entire ship and everyone on it still alive is going to die.
Yes.
Not to mention all the creatures of the ocean.
I think they'll be fine, but no, if that engine goes up, then we all do.
Everybody says the oceans will be fine, but I'm from the future.
I do not believe for a second that you're from the future.
That's okay, love. Nobody does.
Because you're not, you idiot.
Shh, he doesn't know that. Blake says audibly.
Yeah. He just ignores you. And Reader says, "Come this way to the decontamination chamber."
Follow.
Jeff just face palms hard enough to leave a mark on his own face.
just a very audible. I don't know if anybody heard that.
I did.
I
Okay,
did
good.
that.
I was hoping you would because I felt that.
I heard a crank, and I don't know what the sound was.
It was just a smack. I smacked myself in the forehead.
Oh, okay.
So, Doc, Agent, I don't suppose you have any guns or something in the storage or cargo decks.
The Crawford just kind of shakes his head and says, "I have no idea." The doctor thinks for a second and says, "It's possible there might be one or two in storage. You might be able to find something heavier there, but I don't know myself. I was only assigned to watch over the engine. I wasn't supposed to go into the cargo decks."
Well, what are we waiting for?
Do you want to go to the cargo decks first, or to the decontamination chamber?
I'd rather we get this clear this decon chamber out as fast as possible. Perhaps we can jury rig an explosive or something. But then again, we need your engine intact.
No, don't.
I
Agent
just
Crawford
meant
says,
more
"Don't."
guns for all the zombies.
Yeah, and Agent Crawford says, "Oh, don't worry about jury rigging explosives. I've got that covered."
Ooh, mate, is that a brick of coke?
No, it's a brick of C4.
Oh, I've never tried that. How is it?
You'll be dead.
I have
It
an
will
idea.
blow your mind.
Whoa.
I have an idea, and God help me, it involves using you, Glitter Boy.
Ooh, I'm helping.
Agent Crawford.
Yep.
That brick of C4 of yours.
Yep.
Do you think we could set a trap for the 40, 50 zombies in there using a combination of loudspeaker systems and a remote detonation of the C4?
If we did, it would have to be on one of the upper decks. If we plant the C4 down here, it's going to blow a hole in the bottom of the ship. If we
don't.
plant it on the Aegean deck, though, we should be able to. We while it'll do some damage to the inside of the ship, it shouldn't do anything to stop the ship or to make the ship sink.
And should take care of the majority of the zombies.
It's possible. I don't think we're gonna get them there by intercom, but we could maybe lead them up there, spring a trap, lock them in, and get away, and then set the explosives off.
Point is, we get Glitter Boy to put on a performance for them, get them to go to where it's noisiest. So we wire up the intercoms in such a way that it's mostly coming from the Aegean deck, like you said, and then blow them up.
That's a plan. Yeah, that could work. I like you, Jeff.
Mm.
You're a smart one. Yeah, that could work.
So how are we gonna split up?
20 odd years in the Force will do that.
Well, we still need to clear the decontamination chamber because the doc is still going to have to get into the engine room. If you want, we can still check out the storage, see if there's any guns in there.
Doubt it. It's a cruise ship, but we can
Yeah,
check.
I didn't think that there would be very many guns, but hey, they might have had something in case pirates boarded the ship.
Mhm.
Pirates?
I
We're not
have
in the
this.
Caribbean.
Doc, here. Leon's gonna hand the doctor her pipe.
He'll take the pipe. And definitely not as deftly as you were swinging it, but he'll test it and say, yeah, this could help. Yeah, it'd be quieter than a gun. So, where are we going first? The decontamination, or Aegean, or storage?
I'm
If we
unclear,
go
love.
up to the Aegean deck, how do we know they're gonna follow?
Well, we could definitely have somebody lead them that way. Have maybe Leon, you and I can bust into the engine room, take a few shots, and then run back out. Hope they follow us. Then we just lead them up to the Aegean. We could have Jeff on standby to lock the doors once all the zombies filter in.
And then blow it up.
Yeah. Of course, we'd get Blake out of there before we blow it all up. Of course, but
Last week,
he doesn't say anything.
fine. Margot would kill me if anything happened to him anyway.
All right. Then let's go to the decontamination chamber. Let's get the doc suited up first.
Right.
So you all make your way to the decontamination chamber. It's right down the hall. This is a double door again, and there are portholes in it. Through it, you can see 3 figures in the room. They are 3 figures that are wearing hazmat suits. However, as they stumble around the room, you get the idea that these people didn't quite get into the hazmat suits in time. There is 1 spare hazmat suit on the wall.
Which means the doc is going to have to go in by himself.
Mm-hmm. Unless one of you wants to risk zombification
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, no.
I would say we could strip those idiots, but I don't think that'd be too good. Probably have to destroy him trying to kill him.
Yeah, Crawford shakes his head, says, with the amount of bullets it's going to take them down, those suits are going to be useless by the time we get them off of them.
Right.
But we are going to need to clear the room, so whenever you lot are ready.
I'm gonna sit this one out and play Black Belt and Crazy. I'm gonna play my song to give everybody something extra.
All right. Agent Crawford takes up a station to one side of the door. It's all right. You two ever breach and cleared a room?
What cops, sweetie?
That's what I was hoping to hear. All right. Then, Jeff, why don't you do the honors of kicking the door in?
Sure thing.
And... oh, nope. Or it can stop the song.
Am I doing a might roll for this, or are we just doing it?
Hold on, I think something fucked up. Do you guys hear the song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, something
I'm
fucked up
not.
on my end.
I'm
One
not
second.
hearing anything.
Yeah, one second. Something fucked up on my end. I'm just gonna refresh the page. 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we are. There we go. Okay. All right. All right, then, Leon, you take up position. Blake, you're blasting out the tunes. Thankfully, the doors to the engine room seem to be much heavier, and the sounds from the engine room itself are drowning out your song. Not from this hallway, but it's not going into the engine room.
Yeah, I know the acoustics, love. It's fine.
Yeah. And all right, Jeff, give me a mic check as you kick down that door.
Yeah, might check. Okay.
Yep. And roll with something extra because these are not heavy doors.
That's 10.
All right, very good. Yeah. You kick down that door, and Leon and Crawford are both right behind you. Everybody make hustle checks with something extra. Let's see. Whew, damn, nice. Damn.
11.
11.
Not UD. You don't have a gun.
Oh,
Because you're playing the song.
I'm
That's
sorry.
my
You
bad.
said everybody. I was like,
I did. That's my fault. I apologize. God damn, everybody rolled really well.
Yep.
I'll put a little extra hustle into my boogie.
All right, Salix, you already passed with the getting rid of that one. It's still a 10, but what is your hustle bonus?
1, so it'd be 11.
It'd be 11. Okay. Jeff, 11 plus 3, you got a 14. Good job. And Crawford got a 12. So Jeff just steps up, one leg, bam, kicks open both doors, drops to one knee. Leon and Crawford come in off the sides, and all three of you just immediately start blazing away in this room. Gunshots just filling the air. Blake, you were just a little bit like blinded from all the flashes going off as these two just fire every single shot. And once you all stop firing, and the smoke clears, there are no zombies standing in that room. They are all down.
We did it.
Just sprayed the whole room. Right? Contamination complete.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you an inspiration for that. Yeah, so you can choose if at any point you don't have something extra, you can choose to take something extra with your roll. Okay. Crawford smiles and nods his head and says, "All right, good work, good work." And the other hazmat suit wasn't harmed. All right, Doc, get in here, suit up. The doc comes in just holding his ears, and he goes over to the hazmat suit and starts putting it on. Meanwhile, Crawford comes out and says, "All right, very good work. So, once the dock is done, shall we all head up to the Aegean and try to find a good room to do all this in?"
Should one of us stay down here with the doc?
No, I think as long as he stays in that room and he keeps the doors shut, he should be fine. Doesn't seem like any other zombies tried to get into that room.
All right.
About a minute later, the doc comes out fully suited up. Says, "All right, I'm ready."
You look like a spaceman.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is, because I try to be a spaceman. So, if you look like one, you're kind of doing better than me, so you got this.
Well, you do space out a lot, Blakey, but
I'm sorry, what?
He said you do space out
Right.
a lot.
Yeah, that was an in character. I'm sorry, what? I was spacing out.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Comedic effects.
All right, let's head up to the Aegean then. Let's find that concert hall for you, Blake.
Oh boy, it's showtime, baby.
All right, so you all head up to the Aegean. This deck is still very much swarming with zombies. Definitely not as much as down in engineering, but there's still a lot of them. So everybody, roll me brains to try to keep you cool.
This is not gonna work out.
Oh no!
I got a 10.
Holy shit!
Nice.
Look at all the zombies.
Dan? Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Okay, jeez. Okay. Leon, you're the only one that manages to keep your cool. Blake, upon seeing all of the zombies, just starts freaking out. Jeff, you get mad and are trying to calm Blake down, and Agent Crawford is also getting mad and just kind of loses his cool and yells at Blake. Meanwhile, Leon, you're the only one who notices that quite a few of the zombies have seen you all and heard you all and are making their way towards you. You've got about 6 zombies headed towards you.
Leon is gonna shoot into the floor or the ceiling and
Okay.
yell at everybody to run.
Okay, that definitely gets everybody's attention. You all running?
Yeah.
All right. So you fire into the ceiling, getting everybody's attention, and you all begin running. Let's see. Everybody give me a hustle check.
Ten.
10.
6.
6.
Oh wait, sorry, 9. Sorry,
9.
we're not
Okay.
dropping here.
Yeah, not dropping anything. All right, 9, 10, 10, and partial success here. Yeah, with all of those, you guys are able to outrun the zombie hordes. A couple of times, Jeff's injury kind of slows him down a bit, but Leon, you come back and help Jeff keep running, and Agent Crawford kind of trips up at one point, but Blake, you catch him and set him straight and keep running. You eventually outrun the slow shambling zombies and make your way into a large room. This definitely looks like it was a place for performances. There is a stage in one corner and a lot of very comfortable seats spread throughout the place. A lot of comfortable seats and tables. Looks like this was a dinner and a dinner and a show place.
Never played a room so small before, but hey.
Cute. Now get on stage.
Alright. That's where I'm at my best anyway.
All right, and Agent Crawford is gonna go to one of the tables, and he's gonna look around and say, "I don't think the zombies are smart enough to tell the difference between C4." So he just takes it out, sets it on the table carefully, and begins programming it.
Leon's gonna go with Blake and try to like hook into the intercom system or like speakers or something to make sure it goes like all over the ship.
Absolutely,
Far as it can.
absolutely. Both of you roll me brains checks.
Me too? Or
Yeah, both of you.
fucking
11.
Nice.
9.
Oh, 9. Very nice. Okay.
That never
Uh,
happens.
Blake, you've worked with sound equipment before. You're a performer. Sometimes you got to do this stuff.
Usually I have roadies do this for me, but I guess we have to do it manually.
And Leon, you've hooked up a PA system before. Something to help out during press conferences, or if something was needed for a negotiation at a distance.
Right.
So you two get to work on that. Jeff, what are you doing in the meantime?
I lost track of everybody right now, so
You're all in the same room. Crawford is currently setting the C4. Blake and Leon are setting up the PA system so that the sounds lead everything to the AGN deck.
okay.
What are you
and
doing?
The doctor is
The doc is back in the decontamination room. He stayed down below decks hiding.
Yeah, I'm going to cover our. I'm going to cover our group, I guess, with my gun as best I can,
Okay.
in case of stray zombies get some ideas.
All right. Crawford looks around and notes that there are 3 doorways. There's 2 main doors, and then there's one that looks like it's an employee entrance. And he says, "All right." He points at the employee entrance, and he says, "That's all our ways out once the zombies get up here. So we'll probably have to hold off a couple of smaller groups before the big group gets here. But Blake, you just work your magic, and when it comes time to run, head for that door."
All right.
And then, all right, are we sending somebody down below to lead the zombies this way, or are we just gonna play the music?
Well, Blake is playing guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly.
So is that you're just playing the
That
music?
that's it. Just playing the music. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
Someone told him to get on stage, and he listened. He didn't get this far without that.
All right. Then Crawford nods and he takes up position beside one of the doors. I want all of you to roll me brains checks except for to properly hide yourselves so that the zombies don't see you as they're filtering in.
Eight.
Seven. That's still enough for a success, yeah.
It's a partial success. And Crawford is a full one, okay? So Leon is a partial success, Jeff is a partial success, and Crawford is a full success. All right, and Blake, roll me that soul, baby.
All right, give me just a quick moment. I navigated away from the page. What'd I do that for? Plus 3. 11.
All right.
I stopped
You're
playing. Sorry, I stopped playing Young Canadians, my hit from 2 years ago that David Bowie stole.
All right, I'm gonna turn the volume up on this one just for a moment to show it playing out throughout the decks.
Ah, a little too loud. Yeah. It's funny because my song sounds nothing like this.
I know, but this is the one we have.
This is the one we have.
All right, turning it back down a bit. All right, as those velvet tunes start playing throughout the ship, you all can hear the sounds of the zombie groups getting closer. And soon enough, you see zombies start filing into the room. Some of them seem to look around as they get in, and Leon and Jeff, you're almost certain that you got caught once or twice. But the zombies don't seem to go after you, and instead, they're all crowding around the stage. They don't go onto the stage, though. Blake's tunes seem to be keeping the zombies at bay themselves. In fact, they almost look like they're dancing.
Oh god, Thriller doesn't come out for 10 years.
But that is the situation currently. Eventually, the room starts filling up. Crawford gives you all the signal that it's time to run. But it looks like Blake might need a little bit of assistance clearing a path.
Okay, well, I need to go and save Blake's ass. Get him out of here.
I'll try to help too.
All right.
Would you say that my song is kind of acting as my black belt in crazy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was going to give that to you.
Yeah.
Crawford will assist as well, so you three make hustle checks with something extra.
That's a 7.
Ooh.
12 for me.
Okay, so that is a 13 for Crawford. So good news, Leon. It is not a failure.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 7 is still a partial success. Once again, all three of you burst out of hiding and just start opening fire. This time, focusing your shots so that you create a pathway for Blake. It is mostly clear. Blake, you'll have to make a check to get through, but you'll make it with something extra.
All right.
But you've got a path.
All right. What check am I making, love?
Make a hustle check to avoid getting hurt.
Oh.
10. Very nice. Yeah, you rush down off the stage as soon as you see your opening. You
Weren't you supposed to roll it with something extra?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I forgot.
she was, but it's all good. All right.
I forgot.
It's all good. You rolled so well. You don't need it. Yeah, you run your way through the corridor of zombies, and at one point, like one kind of, as the music stops, they kind of stop for a moment and are looking around, and one takes a swipe at you, but you just deftly duck under it and pop back up and keep going. And bam, you are through the door. Jeff, Leone, and Crawford, you all shut and lock your doors, and I'm assuming you all are running towards the employee exit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You all make it out, no problem. The zombies seem a little disoriented now that the music has stopped. Crawford waits until you two have gone through, and then he shuts the door and locks it behind you guys. And then he just motions down the hall and goes, "Keep running, go!" And remember, cool guys don't look at explosions. As you all are running down the corridor, Crawford lifts up the detonator and presses the button, and you all just hear a muffled boom as the explosion rocks the ship. Behind you, the employees only door is blown wide open, and there's just this small gout of flames that comes out of the room. Thankfully, you're all far enough away that you don't have to make any rolls, but you definitely feel a little bit of that heat at your back. And you all burst out of another door on the AGN deck, and figuring you're safe, you all stop there and catch your breath. Crawford with his
Was it
with
good
his
for
hand.
you too?
Crawford with his hands on his knees, just kind of, oh, good job. Oh, good job, all of you. That was fantastic.
Was it good for you too?
That was good for me.
I never understand why you boys like explosions so much. Like,
Because it's just like
I mean,
blam,
I like stuff
pow.
going boom as much as the next girl, but why?
Gotta put a little bit of the glitter in the air, love.
You not like fireworks?
Like I said, I like things that go boom as much as the next girl. But all you men seem to be obsessed with it.
I don't know. All a part of our nature.
Uh-huh. Let's go check
Ah.
on the dock.
Yeah, hopefully he's been able to get into the engine room by this point.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, there can't be that many zombies left, so maybe it's just a simple clearing them out.
Hopefully.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can play
yeah.
them my songs, but I don't do encores, babe.
You might have to for your fans.
I guess if it's for the fans, I'll do it if I need to.
All right. So heading back downstairs, you kind of have to pass by one of the doors, one of the doors to the giant concert room. Definitely, they are blown off of their hinges, and you can see that there are multiple fires going in this room. The Fire suppressant system is going, and it is doing what it can to control the flames. You see a lot of bodies. Just a lot of bodies on the ground. Some of them are still moving, but they seem to be down for the count for now. But you
Ugh.
all make your way downstairs and head to the engine room.
Making our way downstairs, walking fast.
uh, you all get to the engine room, and you stop outside looking through the portholes, and you see that the room is clear of zombies. There are no zombies in there, but you're not certain. There's a lot of machines that are kind of in the way. You can't tell if the doctor is in there yet or not.
I want to check over in decon if the doctor's still there.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to decon. You look through the windows. You see the same 3 bodies. You don't see the doc.
All right, well, he's not in decon. He must be in there, right?
I think he's got to be. I think there's only one place for him to be.
I mean, how we check anyway?
I mean, one of us could go in if we're that worried about it, or we could just trust that he's in there.
Hmm.
Well, the PA system could work.
Yeah, we could see if the intercom into the room works.
Before we try to get ourselves barbecued, let's try using the mundane method.
Fair enough. Then Crawford will go over to the intercom and kind of hit the button and say, "Hey, Dr. Redeker, you in there? If you're in there, just kind of like poke your arm out and wave." And Jeff and Leon, you're standing at the portholes and looking, and moment goes by, and then you see what looks to be the doctor in his hazmat suit. He kind of pokes his head up to the side of a machine and just kind of waves to you.
Hi.
Doc seems fine.
All right, well, that's good.
See, didn't need to go and get ourselves towed.
I kind of want to keep a lookout anyway, just because I'm a little bit shaken by the whole experience.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
You're keeping a
Leon would
lookout.
be-
Go ahead.
Leon would be like around, like guarding the door,
Okay.
essentially.
Excuse me a sec. I apologize. All right, Blake, are you watching the engine room or are you watching the corridor?
The corridor.
Okay, so you're both watching the corridor. All right, you're keeping an eye out. You don't hear anything. Jeff, what are you doing?
I'm going to scout around a little bit. Maybe some nearby rooms or the stairwell or something like that. See if there's any zombies left.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Make me a brains check to keep your cool.
Can I use that inspiration?
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus.
What's up, D?
Oh, I heard the music start, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow. That's still a 7 at the end of the day. Because you drop 1, and that leaves you with 4 plus 3 is a 7. So partial
this
success.
still fucking hurt.
Oh, yeah. That sucks. You check around the engineering compartment and kind of go into maintenance a little bit, back into the stairwell. You're looking around. You don't see or hear anything. Coast seems to be clear. However, as you wander by one of the side entrances into the engine room. It's got a porthole. You look in, and you see that a zombie has gotten into the engine room and seems to be sneaking up onto the doctor.
Shit. I go back and warn the others, or I try to warn the others, or rather slam my hand down on the PA system and say, Doc, zombie on your 6.
Okay, he perks up, looks around, and you can't hear anything from him, but you see him pick up the pipe, and he's kind of backing away from the zombie, and takes a couple swings, just kind of threatening the zombie. Leon and Blake, you hear the PA system in the room go off, and you hear Jeff say that.
I run to the PA and I try to give a rousing song to the doctor.
I don't think it's gonna work because you're gonna have one hand on the PA system.
Could Leon see the doc through the window?
You see him backing up around the corner of one of the machines. Yeah, and you see the zombie slowly chasing after him.
Can I shoot the zombie through the porthole in the door?
The windows to the engine room look to be much heavier than standard glass. They are
Okay.
They're made to withstand a good bit of punishment.
Right. Okay.
If you want to help the doc, you're gonna have to open the door.
Well,
I'm-
about that time, isn't it? And
Leon's going to open the door, but not go in the room and try to shoot the zombie.
Okay. Give me just a moment. I need to double check something. Okay. All right. So, say one more time what it is that you're gonna do.
Leon is going to open the door, step in the way of, step into the door frame. So she's not really in the room, she's on the door, keeping it open, and
Okay.
shoot the zombie.
Okay. You open the door, and all three of you immediately, you, Blake, and Agent Crawford immediately feel the effects of the radiation pouring out of the room. Kind of burns a little bit, but you stand in the door frame. Go ahead and roll me hustle.
Okay. That's 8.
All right. You take your shot. You're starting to feel just a little bit sick, and it kind of waves your aim a little bit, but you manage to wing the zombie, slowing it down. It's not stopped, but it is slowed down. The doc is going to take a swing as the zombie kind of overcorrects and lurches forward a little too far. And he is going to miss. The improvised weapon, the pipe, just goes wide. Doesn't connect with the zombie. All right, and Blake, Crawford, and Leon, you are at 1 point of illness.
Blake, sensing that he is needed, heroically barges into the irradiated place and tries to take his own shot.
Okay. Leon, would you like to try another shot?
Yes.
Okay. Both of you roll hustle. Make it with a -1.
Okay,
8.
so that's nothing then. 5.
Okay. With the 5, no, your shot kind of pings off some machinery harmlessly. With the 8, once again, you line up your shot, Leon, and fire, and it wings the zombie again. Doc's gonna take a swing. And he's gonna miss again. Yeah, he's not rolling well. You both are at 2 points of sickness. And Crawford's just like, oh, God. Hurry up! Close the door!
Hoping that my
Well, maybe you should shoot at the damn thing too.
Oh God, fine. He shoulders his way in, and he'll take a shot. Blake, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take another shot, of course.
Okay, Leon, you joining?
Yep.
All right, hustle rolls -2 this time. Ooh.
Oh,
6.
I got 7.
Okay. Leon, both you and Crawford are. You're really feeling it. You're having a hard time lining up those shots. And your bullets both just kind of ping off of other machinery. Blake, wing the zombie again, giving the doc another chance.
I shoot him in the butt, please. Sam, shoot him in the butt.
Oh, God.
No, the
What?
zombie is facing you.
I shoot him in the
Oh
dick
my
then.
You shot. Fine, you shoot the zombie in the dick. Now that would be a full success, I'd say.
Okay.
I heard that, Dan. God, the doc just rolled a 3. He swings again and misses. You are at 3 points of sickness. If you take one more, you are zombies.
Leon's gonna run out of the doorway into the nearest intercom.
Okay.
Idaho, get your ass in there and do something.
I escape the room.
Okay.
All right.
And I
Yeah,
shut the door
Crawford's
behind me.
getting out of there. He's helping you shut the doors. All three of you are just kind of coughing. You're just like, quick, do the decontamination room.
Run to decon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cover the. Or I guess I'm going to run in, grit my teeth, and say, "God damn it, I'm these idiots," and just pop off shots to cover their retreat.
Okay. You don't have to cover their retreat. You just have to cover the dock.
Cover our retreat from the radiation. Shoot the radiation.
Shoot the radiation! Quick, shoot the engine! No.
I mean, lead prevents radiation, right?
All right. Dan, roll me a hustle.
Okay.
Nine. Very good. All right. You're at 1 point of sickness now.
It's a
God damn
sickness.
it, Doc. You rolled a 5.
Does that count as a harm or what?
It does not count as a harm. It is a different stat. Basically, once you reach,
I
you will
hope you're
take.
keeping track of it.
I am. You will take negatives as the sickness gets worse. And at 4 sickness, you are a zombie, and
Heard
you
that.
are dead. The doc missed again. You're at 1 point of sickness. If you want to take another shot, you can. You're at a -1.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one in there right now. The other 3 are in decon.
Sorry. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm using push. How many zombies are left in there?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah.
All right.
The way I'm
gonna-
doing it, if it's a partial success, you give the doc a chance to whack it and kill it. If you get a full success, you kill the zombie outright.
All right. I'm going to take one more shot at the zombie.
Okay? You're at a -1.
Can I use the other inspiration I got?
You only had the one.
Oh, I did, but I did make another one-liner earlier.
Sure, and I didn't give you an inspiration for that
All
one.
right, fine.
You don't get an inspiration just because you make a one-liner. Hey,
I'll
there
take
you
that.
go. Full success. All right.
10 is good, I'll
Feeling
take a 10.
you feeling the effects of the sickness on you. You steady yourself against the wall a little bit, and then perk back up, take aim, and fire. And the bullet goes straight through the side of the zombie's head. And you see the head just kind of tilt and it falls over sideways, dead. The doc steps up and just like bangs on it a couple of times to make sure it stays dead. Then looks at you, and you can hear through through his hazmat suit. Oh, thank you. Go, get out of here.
I do so.
Okay. You get out, shut the door. You're good. You are not taking further sickness. You still feel really bad. You're at 2 sickness right now, so that's -2 on your rolls. But
Okay,
the doc is safe.
good to know.
Okay. It is probably another hour before you guys can feel a noticeable change in the ship. The air just kind of feels cleaner, and there's not as big of a hum coming from the engine room. A few moments later, the doc comes out. He's kind of carrying a spanner and a screwdriver in one hand, and he says, "All right, I did it. There was a part missing from the engine. It seems like someone may have sabotaged it, but I found a spare and got it fixed."
Oh. Do you think it was Major Dom if he ran down it? No. He was already crazy.
Crawford just kind of shakes his head and says, "That man looked lost. He didn't seem like he was trying to run away from anything. He just didn't look like he knew where he was going."
But that begs the question, who sabotaged the engine? And why?
Good question. It maybe it's somebody that's already dead. But
Maybe it's somebody who works for the government. The man, you know? Looks
say
at
that.
the agent.
yeah, you say that, recognizing that the man is standing in front of you.
Also, isn't the doc like a military doctor?
Yes.
Like a military scientist?
Yes,
Yes,
but we
he
like
is.
him.
Either
doc-
way, whether it's the government or someone else, somebody tried to kill all the people on this ship.
Suppose
Does seem that way.
we should let the Coast Guard know that it's not infectious, it's radioactivations.
Even if it's gone now, I don't think they would give a shit.
Well, we got...
Well, I can tell them what's going on and let them know that it's safe. I've got authorization for that. Let's get up to the bridge.
Right.
You all start making your way to the bridge, and as you do, you notice it is a lot quieter on this ship. You don't hear any of the sounds of the zombies roaming throughout. In fact, as you look around, instead of zombies, you just see corpses. Just kind of green skin, rotted or damaged flesh, but dead. Fully dead. Smell is awful.
It smells awful.
But you make your way up to the bridge where Agent Crawford signals the Coast Guard ship, and he says, "This is Federal Agent Crawford, code Delta 195." A moment later, you hear Coast Guard. Sorry, one sec. I had the name, and I just lost it. Coast Guard Vessel Hampton. Reading you loud and clear, Agent. And Agent says, "Situation is contained. The engine has been repaired. The zombies are all dead. There are survivors aboard. They are not infected. There is not an infection." The Coast Guard ship responds and says, Reading you loud and clear, Agent Crawford. We'll send a team over to investigate, and once we're sure that it's safe, we'll start getting you people out of there.
Thank God for that.
Finally.
Congratulations, you all have helped save the survivors and the ship of the SS Tangerine. We're gonna leave off there. The camera showing the Coast Guard, not a lifeboat, but a speedboat coming in to drop off an investigation team. Camera slowly panning up to go over the horizon. And congratulations, you all survived the cruise ship of the damned. Hooray for all of you! You're all competent and awesome. Woo!
We did it.
You did it!
We're best friends.
I'm glad you enjoyed the story, Cosmic Cookie.
Say say that again, Salix.
I said, I'm glad you enjoyed the story, Cosmic Cookie.
Absolutely. Thank you all for sharing. Quite happy to have you all in the studio.
It's nice to be here.
And it's a shame that we never figured out who sabotaged the ship, whether or not it was the man or whether or not it was some other actor at play.
We didn't know what Major Dome got himself to either.
Who
If
said
I
we
remember,
never found out.
if I remember correctly, the Coast Guard found him wandering the Baltic deck. Poor guy didn't seem to know where he was.
That sounds like a dirty word. The-
But
3 dirty words, actually. Baltic deck.
all right then, Blake. That's good job on that one.
Thanks, I did my best. I'm a writer, you know.
Sugar, if I didn't know you were high off your ass all the time, I'd be worried about you.
Of course I'm higher from space and the future.
Look at the
Keep
future.
telling you. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Glitter.
Who sleeps?
With that much coke in your system, I don't think you do.
They got more zombie than they were.
Well, I think we all, however, have learned an important lesson about X-Tech. That as amazing as it is, it definitely comes with some risks.
I've got an X-Tech on the guitar.
Sure, there's plenty of helpful stuff, but obviously we should be a little wary of the bigger stuff. But with that, I hope all of our viewers out there in Rock City have enjoyed the night, have enjoyed the story, and we will see you all on the next broadcast here on the Spirit of 77. Have a good night.
Yay.
And did you end the stream or not yet?
No, it's still going.
Okay. Let's see about rating somebody. Let me double check. Is Kitten still going? Yes, she is. Okay. I'm gonna send a raid over to Kitten. I hope everybody has enjoyed. Let's see. And yeah, maybe sometime in the future we can do another of these. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well. Once again, hope everybody enjoyed. We will see you in the next one. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, night.
And the raid is out.